Now, I myself am kind of a chicken around Halloween, but if you are feeling extra brave this Halloween season, you are in for a real treat. Our guest today is here to share spine-tingling tales from the Berkeley Haunted Hike. Now, this is a perfect Halloween adventure for those who love a good fright. So let's welcome Ying Liu, producer of the Haunted Bay Ghost Tours. Good morning. Thank you for being here, Ying.
Morning, thank you for having me.
So let's start right from the beginning. How did the Ghost Tours experience get started?
I actually created a paranormal documentary series when I was taking a video production class in school and decided to follow real paranormal investigators to see if it's real. Our plan was to just be behind the cameras, not to be in front of the cameras. We're not the investigators. But then almost immediately things started to happen to us, our crew. So we kind of inadvertently became subjects of our own documentary. And we kept going over the years, and I just gathered so many ghost stories. I'd started these as just kind of fundraisers here and there to raise money for the documentaries. But then I was working as a code investigator. The program was shut down, and I thought, well, wouldn't this be a great idea to actually make this into a regular thing? So I just started, and I also started in San Francisco first, and now I've expanded to Berkeley because this is where I live, and found a lot of really cool haunted spots in Berkeley.
Wow, so filming the paranormal investigation is quite a unique field of work, definitely, and you dove right into that world. Can you share a little bit about the different ghost tours and the kind of things people can experience when they participate?
Yeah. Like I said, we started in San Francisco, and we're in the North Beach, Chinatown area. And on that tour, I actually take people to places where we filmed paranormal investigations. And I've also added stories from places where former Chinatown residents actually told me about their ghost experiences. And in the Berkeley tour, I gathered a lot of information by researching, by interviewing actual people at Berkeley, and I take them across campus. But then we also get into the further areas, into some really, really creepy spots. And we go into some, not into, but around some really scary old buildings that are said to be haunted by a lot of people.
What can
And
people
I've also brought sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, yeah, so people can expect that kind of thing when they join in these tours, those real spooky experiences?
Oh yeah. I mean, they're pretty spooky. Actually, might be a little intense for some people because it's not just like a cute walk around some city blocks. The stories can get really intense. In Berkeley, some of the places can get kind of dark. We go up some dark paths to some really scary old buildings. And I actually tell true stories. We brought psychic mediums to a couple of the locations out in Berkeley, and I share what the mediums picked up. And also, we've started to have paranormal activity kick up on our Berkeley tour. It used to happen only on the San Francisco tour because in San Francisco, we bring people inside a historic haunted location alone, just us in the dark when it's available. But in Berkeley, surprisingly, the guests have been starting to feel things. Like there was one guy a couple weeks ago. He was suddenly looking around while I was talking. I looked at him like, "Are you okay?" And he said somebody just tapped him on the shoulder 3 times. And he was looking around to see if there were any trees or branches there, but there was nothing. It was completely clear around him.
Ying, our own host of Your California Life, participated in a tour, and it's definitely an unforgettable experience. She went actually this weekend. So there's Des getting ready to go on the tour. She survived, but definitely said it's an experience, it's unforgettable, and something that, especially this time of year, to experience. I imagine it's different for each guest. Each person probably gets something different from the tours. And lots of screaming, probably, if it was me.
I've actually had someone scream on the Berkeley tour. They thought they saw a face pop up when we
Oh,
were in a really dark, scary place out in nature. It was just a deer.
okay.
But they started running, and I had to
I
run
would be
after
running.
them.
Yeah, that would be. Can you tell us about some of your own experiences when you're doing these encounters and these tours for guests?
My own experiences, embarrassingly enough, in Berkeley recently, like I said, paranormal activity has been kicking up. While I was talking to the guests, something hit me on my behind. That's a little embarrassing, but that's really what happened. I actually looked around in shock, thinking that one of the guests did that to me, but they didn't. So some invisible hand was, messing with us. And in the San Francisco tour, people have actually seen apparitions in the theater that we bring in people into. It's called the Great Star Theater. It's one of the most haunted places I've ever been to, and they've been very generous to actually allow us, when the theater is available, to bring people in, and people can actually run their own paranormal investigations there.
Ying, this is incredible. Thank you so much for your time and for sharing more. If you'd like to hear more, you can head over to thehauntedbay.com.